Hello, everyone. I hope you are having a great day, that your day went well with excellence, and your evening is going with excellence also. So, in this video, we are talking about the hit products, the excellent products, the products that work for 2021. And there's a lot of products, much more than the products that were misses and fails. So, I just want you to know there's a lot of them, which is good because there are far more that work than that didn't work. All right, so the first one here is Too Faced Pretty Rich palette. Now, I really like this palette. I think the packaging is really cute, and I really, really like the colors. Now, this has got a mirror on the top, and these are the colors. And I think the colors are beautiful, and I mean beautiful. There are four actual glitter colors, and then there is four matte colors, and the rest are shimmers. And I mean, I just think that I've used this many times, and there isn't anything I don't like about it. I've even used some of the mattes, even though the mattes are not my favorite. I'm going to swatch a few colors, and because I want you to see the depth of this palette and the saturated color. All right, so I swatched the purple, okay, and let's see here. The gray, it looks black, but no, it is gray. It is gray. And then I swatched this. It looks like a white. It looks like a white color. It's not. It's pink. I'll show you. This is a pink color. It looks white in the pan. It's pink. And then this is purple. Yeah. And then this is silver spoon. It looks like a deep gray. So beautiful. And the rest of the colors are like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and swatch a glitter. There are four glitters. There's a red glitter. Here's the gold glitter. And that glitter. And then a red glitter. And a holographic glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch. I'm going to swatch the red glitter. And that's what the red glitter looks like. Alright. And if you really want to see, this is the holographic glitter is called Diamond Life. And that is what that looks like. And it is beautiful. Like it so much. This, in my opinion, is a major it's a hit. It's a complete hit. I like it very much. All right, I have to get a wipe so I can wipe my fingers and remove these swatches. So, all right. So, the next product is Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator Bare Focus. All right, and I did a video on this. And to me, and this is the color. I'm a cool. All of my foundations are cool. And this is in porcelain. Okay. The thing is, they were going for tints, but this really does not come across to me like a tint. It comes more across to me like a foundation. Now, I'm not against foundation at all. But I mean, I just applied it like a regular foundation. with a sponge, and I'm not. I personally, I didn't like it, but it's not a fail. It's not a fail. That's what it looks like. That's a swatch. You know, I mean, it did. I applied it like a foundation. It behaved like a foundation, and um, I didn't really find it a tint, if you will. Um, I've had tints before, and they're somewhat sheer with a color, a sheer color. That's not this. It's a sheer to medium. Excuse me, sheer to medium. And, I mean, it just behaves like a foundation. So I just treated it that way. And, it has, all the good stuff in it, and if you got this and you like it, I mean, that's good. That's good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It did what it was supposed to do. I just don't look at it as a tint. So I just went ahead and put it on my hits list, because, it didn't fail at anything. All right. It did what it was supposed to do. And it's just not my thing. It's not my thing personally. But uh, I still consider it a hit product. So, um, okay. So the next product is UD Primer Potion. So UD Primer Potion, first, I think the packaging is so cute. I love that packaging, the lid, really a lot. Okay, now the difference between this, I have another primer that I use for my eyes, but first I want to show you this with Primer Potion. Okay, this is the way Primer Potion works. Okay, it has a stick and it also has a doe foot. All right, and then you just apply the doe foot on your eyes and rub it in with your fingers, and then put the doe foot back in. I have another primer that I've used longer than Primer Potion, and they both work the same. The only difference with Primer Potion is this comes in 3 different colors. Now this one I have original, but there are 2 other colors this comes in, which I think is really unique. I usually use Milani. It only comes in 1 color, which is original. That would be original in Primer Potion, and it goes on this color. I'll show you. It goes on this color, and then it sets clear. So, um, you can't even see it after it sets, and then you just put your makeup on. So, and it does work. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to swatch my finger with Primer Potion, and I will show you what it does. Now, I've swatched right there on my wrist, and when that sets, I'm going to apply a color. Okay, so this works, it does exactly what it says. There's absolutely, there's absolutely no miss here with this product at all. It does exactly what it says. So, this is a hit product. So, here in a minute, I'm going to swatch and I'll show you what it looks like. All right. So, the next product I have is, okay, so here's the deal. This is a twofold thing. So this is Hard Candy Sheer Envy Pore Defense Primer. 12-hour pore refining, minimizes the appearance of pores, oil-free, silicone-free. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say about this. I've reviewed this, and then I re-reviewed this for, someone wanted me to review this again. And when you're supposed to shake it, right? I haven't used this for a while, but you're supposed to shake it, or I shake it. That's why. I'll tell you why. When I first got it, it was like Laura Geller Spackle. I'm going to get Laura Geller, the primer. And I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so I have Laura Geller's Spackle Hydrating Moisturizing Under Makeup Primer. Alright? And this is the way Spackle looks when it comes out of the tube. And it stays that way until you apply. So, and it's really important that I show you this because it's this and this other primer are pretty much the same. Okay, so this is what Spackle looks like, all right? This is what it looks like. It's very thick. It's very thick and it stays put, okay? Doesn't move around, see? This is very, very watery though. It's got lots and lots of slip and it's very, and no, but see, I just used my thumb to move it around a little bit and it's still staying where you put it. Okay, this is very hydrating, all right? It's very thick on the finger. It doesn't move around. It's not runny. It doesn't drip. None of that, okay? Now, it does what it says. It's very thick, okay? But when you apply it, it's very, very watery. It's very watery when you apply it. When you apply it, it's very liquidy and watery, okay? And now you can't see it as well. You can't see it as well, but there is lots of slip on your face, in this case, my wrist area. All right. Okay, so this product here, when I first bought it, did the exact same thing. It would come out on my finger. I'll show you. Whoa. Okay, now it really did. Okay. When I first bought it, it came out on my finger as thick as Laura Geller's. Now, hear that? Okay. It has liquefied. Okay, it's like a liquid. Okay, this is the way it came out just now. Okay, this is hard candy. This is the way it comes out now, okay? When I first bought it, it came out like that, as thick as Laura Geller Spackle, okay? And it did the exact same thing. Didn't move, didn't run, didn't drip, nothing. And now it is liquefied. Now, the reason why it's on the hits list is because it does do what it says. And what does it do? A lightweight primer serum helps tighten pores instantly. Astringents help absorb excess oil for flawless makeup wear. Okay, so when you would apply the primer over your pores, what it does is it acts like astringent and it actually does close the pores. It really does work. It does what it says. But for some reason it did break down in the bottle after I bought it. And now it's liquidy. So but it still does what it says. If you don't mind that and you want to still use it, still buy it, still use it, it may go on liquidy like a liquid. I mean, it's going to be like let me see if I can put this out on here so you can see it better. Okay, there it is. It's wet. If you can see, there we go. Better. It's runny. There we go. There it is. There. That's what it's doing. It really does work, but that's what it did for me. So, if you applied it like, a liquid primer, that's what it would be like. All right. But, if you decide from this that you absolutely don't want to get it because that's what it's doing, completely understandable. But the product does do, I apologize, does do what it says. As far as closing pores, it doesn't minimize pores. close your pores like an astringent. All right. So, all right, that's that for this product. It does work even though it did liquefy. Okay. The next product I have is this is Hard Candy, and it is Dare to Extend Ultimate Lash Extension Mascara. And this comes in this box, and it's easily removes with warm water, clump free, and budge proof. And it is also okay. This is what it says about it. Uses Korean fiber technology to hug each lash for maximum length, plus 360 volume. Separating brush grabs each lash evenly evenly extending and adding volume from root to tip. Directions: use brush, wiggle from root to tip of lashes, coat until desired length is achieved. Removes easily with warm water. Now this is a tubing mascara. I found that when it sets up, it's like I could remove it in tubes off my lashes. Now you might not like that. It didn't bother me a bit. I liked it better than having to take a wipe and wipe my lashes until it was gone. But this is what it looks like. First, I have this in the color blue, Deep Dive, which is blue. And this stuff is definitely no budge, and it's waterproof. It doesn't go anywhere. And it works. It works. I haven't used this for a while, okay? Not because I don't like it, and I did forget I had this. So it does work. It is waterproof. It is no budge. It is clump free, and it does not come off until you take it off. So I definitely like this mascara, and I've been using it for a while, and you know, I'm glad I bought it. You know, I would like to try the black mascara. This is definitely a hit mascara for me. For me, it is. I really do like it. Okay, so next is all right. This is Maybelline Fit Me Blush, and this is in mauve. This blush is so beautiful. Skin tone enhancing color for natural look, creamy smooth texture for effortless blending. All right, and this is in mauve. I like this blush so much. It is so beautiful. It has like little tiny micro miniature glitters in the blush. And I mean, it stays all day. It is so beautiful. And as you can see, I put pan. I use it a lot. But I just love this blush so much. It's so pretty. Let me swatch it for you. All right. Okay, if you can see that. Let me see if I can swatch on my... Going to need a swatch quite a bit. Well, I use this so much, though, as you can see, I put pan, but it is so beautiful. Such a beautiful color. Let me see if you can see that. So, I've been going back and forth between Wet n Wild, which I'm going to show you here in a minute, and this, and it is just absolutely beautiful. I like it very much. All right. So, that is a definitely product keeper. All right. Next is all right. This is Fit Me and Matte and Poreless. Okay. And this is translucent. Okay. Okay, so this is one thing I really like. Some powders I found do not come with this. This has a mirror on the bottom portion of Fit Me is a mirror, and also it comes with a powder puff, powder sponge, I should say. It's a sponge. But I've noticed that when I use a sponge, it is not messy at all. When I use my brush, it is most definitely messy to work with. So I've been sticking to my sponge. And there is a mirror. So that is the mirror. Okay. And this worked great. I noticed I had to apply and apply and apply with my brush. I have a powder brush. It's an authentic powder brush, and with this I didn't. It set right away. So with the sponge applicator, it does very well. With the brush, I didn't like the brush. I tried it several times with the brush, and I didn't like the brush. So I recommend um, sponge puff. The sponge puff. Okay, this is a keeper. I like it. It does work. Okay, then. All right, let's see. Okay, so this is Fantasy Makers Wet and Wild, and it is this is in Cosmic Collision. Wet and Wild comes out with a lot of liquid shadows, and this is one of those shadows that is just absolutely beautiful, and I mean beautiful. And I have bought a lot of their liquid shadows. Now this is what the shadow looks like. It's so pretty. Oh, and that reminds me, if you get one of these shadows, instead of pulling up and down on the applicator, turn, because when you pull up and down, it puts air in the bottle, which you don't want. Okay, so I'm going to apply a little bit more, but this is Cosmic Collision. These liquid shadows do not budge. Okay, they don't budge at all. When they set, they stay until you take them off. I like that so much. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, it's awesome. And I have several of these, and I like them all. So these are keepers. These are definite keepers. All right. Next. Okay. So I bought this during when they had the Fantasy Makers display Wet and Wild in store, all the Halloween product, and this they had several of these in different colors, and this one is Lights Off, and I really do like this palette. It has a lot of some colors in here I might not ever use, but I have branched out so much that now I even try greens. I'm going to swatch a few of these colors so you can see them. Look how pretty they are. And I think you can still get these on Wet n Wild site. So this is the bottom. This is the bottom color. Okay. I'm going to swatch that for you so you can see it. Okay, that is that color. All right. And I just think that this palette is a great palette. I really do. Okay. Green and brown, which isn't normally my color, but I started using the bronzy colors and other colors I might not. This row here is probably my most favored. The gray and this deeper color here, and I even used the black. So this is a very good palette. I think that you can achieve many great looks from these palettes. Okay, so in my opinion, it is a keeper. It's long lasting. Doesn't come off until you take it off. So, okay. Next. All right. Now, this next product, I don't have the actual product. I was sent a sample and I reviewed it, and so I apologize about that. But this Nyx the Marshmallow Primer. Okay. All right. So I had this primer, and out of all the things it said it did, it mentioned hydration. I said I thought in the video it was way too much, for even the travel size. And I said for everything it said it did, it just, I didn't think it was worth the money. But I'll tell you this, after that video, when I took my makeup off, I have a skincare system, and, the night, the, the deep cream, and then the moisturizing lotion or moisturizer you put on after you cleanse your skin, it softens my skin. But when I took my makeup off with this primer underneath, it was a whole new level of hydrated and a whole new level of softness. I'm even considering getting the travel size to try it out again. It was that great. I usually use Spackle I have T-zone, so I use pore primer on my T-zone, and I use a hydrator on the rest of my face. I'm really considering buying the travel size and trying that, because this stuff is really hydrating. It really works. So I thought that was really good. So in my opinion, this is a hit. Okay, so now this is Master Holographic Prismatic Highlighter by Maybelline, and this stuff is beautiful. It is a highlighter. I have used it for a shadow. I'm going to show you what this looks like. Since it's a highlighter, I haven't seen a highlighter like this. Not exactly like this. There's little miniature. I want the light. I have not seen a highlighter like this yet. There are miniature, multicolored glitters in this highlighter. And they are beautiful. And I mean beautiful. And then when you apply it on your skin, not only is there the glitters, not only that, it also has an iridescent quality to it, a holographic iridescent quality to it. So it's like a 2 to 3 fold thing going on when you wear it, and it is just beautiful. This is what it looks like. Oh my goodness. So I've even used it for eye color, and it is just beautiful. I need to go ahead and put this on the back of my, I mean, look at that. It is just beautiful. So this, in my opinion, is another hit. All right. And it's long lasting. So, all right. Next. All right. Next is all right. Wet n Wild Color Icon 32 pan eyeshadow palette. This is still on their site on sale for $10. So that's a very good deal. All right. No, there is no mirror, but look at this. Beautiful colors. Oh my goodness. Oh, they are just awesome. So the blue, I'm swatching for you the blue, gold, and then I'm going to some mattes, green, and try to get in a wide range of colors. Look at those colors. Oh my goodness. And I did a video with swatches of this palette. So I will be putting that in the description box for you to check out. All right. I recommend this palette. I think it's good. Oh, I'm going to swatch a matte so you can see that. I apologize. So the whole row on the bottom is mattes. It's all mattes on the bottom. Okay. And then there are a few mattes sprinkled in on the way up. So I'm going to do a matte that I haven't it is a matte, I'm pretty sure. No, I guess it is a alright. That's this color. Okay. Whoops, there we go. And then these. I'm going to do one more matte. I'm going to swatch a matte. Some mattes for you to look at. I apologize for the sound. Okay. I need to remove the swatches, and then I'm going to quickly swatch some mattes for you to look at. $10 isn't bad. It's not a bad price for a 32 pen palette. Okay. Here I go. And I'm going to try to get a good range so you get a good view. All right. Okay, these are all mattes, and they are silky. They're really silky, all right? And there's a couple more mattes I'm going to swatch. Okay. I'm going to swatch a couple more, and I think this palette is a very good palette. All right. Now, next swatches. Okay. So I think I got, there we go. They're really silky. I think I got, here, I'll go ahead. There we go. I think I got all of them. Okay. All right, so for those who like matte colors, there you go. All right, next product is, okay, so Laura Geller has eyeliners, and on her site she's got several colors and eyeliners. This eyeliner is After Midnight Incredible Waterproof Gel Eyeliner Pencil. All right. And this is a really, really good eyeliner. And it has got silver. It's black. Excuse me. With silver glitters all the way through it. When you scroll up, you can hear the glitters making a sound. Here, let me go ahead. Now, I have a Rimmel scroll up pen, just like this one. And the color is the same. And it's got the silver glitters. Rimmel, my Rimmel um, pen with the silver glitter, just like this. I put them up against each other, and Rimmel did, excuse me, Rimmel did just as well as this Laura Geller liner, just for your own information. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Look at those glitters, silver glitters. This is a hit. This is an excellent liner from Laura Geller. I want to try more of her stuff. So, that is a hit. Okay, next. This is CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear 3-in-1 Foundation 24-hour wear. I've done the sweat test with this. I've done the humidity test in the past. So, this is in, I apologize. This is in 805 Ivory. Okay, I'm going to do just a little here because this is very concentrated. It's got a lock on there. It's concentrated. I'm swatching for you. Seriously, use just a little at a time when you use this. It's very concentrated. But this does exactly what it says. It says primer, concealer, and foundation in one for naturally flawless finish, 24-hour wear, sweat proof, humidity proof, covers imperfections, evens out skin tone, feels comfortable, lightweight, and breathable on skin. I've worn this and it works. Alright. And I will post the sweat test and humidity test in the description box also. Okay. Next is, this is UD Stone Vibes palette. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I just think this palette's just so awesome. Okay. This has a mirror, which I'm not showing you, and it also has a brush, a double-sided brush that it came with. These are the colors. Okay. Alright. And they are so beautiful. I like them so much. Okay, so I'm going to swatch this for you really quickly. Okay. This is the bottom row. The very bottom row. Okay. If you have the opportunity to get this palette, do. Look at that. Look at those colors, so vibrant. Okay, this one right here is from this color called Bloodstone right there. See? Now it looks really, really green. And here it's showing up green on my finger when I swatch it. But when I try to use the brush, it's red. It's all red. So, for your information. Okay, now I'm going to swatch the rest of the colors. But I think the packaging is just awesome. I don't know if I've had packaging like this before. I don't think I do. I mean, this packaging is just beautiful, in my opinion. It's an awesome palette. UD really did go above and beyond with this. Okay, so I don't think I swatched. They have mattes, which I'm swatching also. Okay, so this is the bottom one at the end. Okay, it's brown. And then this is the very first top called Antidote. Okay, and then these are the last of the glitters. Just a minute. And then one last Okay. Okay, so this is Jade. All right. And then the second one, actually, I better not go by that. This one's Vibes. This is Tiger Eye. This is Opal Aura. And then Jade. Yeah, Jade. And then I've got one more Jade. Right here. Opal Aura, Tiger's Eye, and Vibes. Okay. And then this is the last matte, which is Good Karma. Okay. Here, just a minute. Actually, I think that's the Antidote. I'm rubbing these off and I'm swatching the last matte. I apologize, that other matte was Antidote. This is Good Karma right here. It's really, really light. There we go. I think that this palette is worth the purchase. I really do. Oh, I just love it. Just a beautiful, beautiful palette. Okay. Next. I apologize. I know I'm going really, really quickly. All right. So, next palette is, I just did a video on this palette. LA Colors After Party. And this is sold out. They've got 3 other palettes along with this palette. In the same when you go on their website, but this is the one that sold out and the rest of them are there. Okay, so I'm not showing you the top. The top portion does have a mirror. Okay, so these are the colors. I just swatched these, so I'm going to swatch just a couple. These are beautiful and long lasting, and they are just, just soft to the touch. Okay, this is the purple in the very front part and the silver. And that would be that and that on the top. I'll swatch 2 more. And there are mattes in here. There are 6 mattes. Okay, so I'm going to swatch one more. They have a lighter purple. I don't know. It is blue. It looks like a bluey purple to me. Okay. So those are just a few of the shimmers. All right. And I'm going to swatch some mattes for you. But this was $8.50 on LA Color site, and I bought this on a different site because I couldn't get it on LA Color site, and on that site it was $5. Okay, I'm going to swatch 4 of the mattes. 4. Okay, so you can see them. Okay. All right, these are the mattes. Okay. And there is 2 I didn't swatch. So, okay. So, this is another palette that I think is long lasting, and I think it was worth the purchase. Okay. Next is Morphe. This is Morphe Gel Liner in Jet. Okay. And I was really, I've not ever had pot liners before. So I decided I wanted to try it. So the first one I tried was by a brand by Carter Beauty. And that is in the Misses. It's in the Fails and Misses. It was textured and really, in my opinion, I don't think good. So I'm going to, with my finger, this stuff is absolutely easy to work with. And I mean really, really easy to work with. It goes on like a liquid. With my brush, it went on like a liquid. It set and did not budge. And I mean, it looked good all day long. All day long. Now, I haven't used it for a while, you know, but now here it's going on. It's it's going on like my Milani automatic pen. That's what's going on now. Okay. Oh, and it does come with this. This is what the packaging looks like. Okay, I apologize. I almost didn't show you that. All right. So, and this is with the inner contents, and I left the metal on top to keep it fresh. All right, it comes with that, and I left it there. So I just put that back down over the product when I'm not using it. But it applied when I first got it with the brush. It applied like a liquid, and I'm sure if I was using my brush right now, it would do the same. The way I applied it now, I applied it with a Q-tip. It went on like my Milani automatic pencil did. So that's the way it applies. It isn't textured. It's laying flat, and it's beautiful. Look at that. In fact, let me put my Milani automatic pen up beside it, and I'll show you. It is just a very beautiful pot liner, in my opinion. And I wanted to try some different other brands, to see if they were similar to this or if there's a difference, because I really don't have any experience with them. This is the first good one that I have used thus far. So I'm going to go ahead and get my Milani liner. Alright, so I ran out of I've got my Supreme Cold Gel, but I ran out of my Milani automatic pen. Okay. This is Milani too, but it's Kajal. But I'm going to line beside Morphe. Okay. So that's what Milani is above Morphe. And it may lay a little flatter. I don't think so though. And the black colors may be a little slightly different, but I mean, look at that. In my opinion, there's not much difference, which is good. So I liked Morphe when I used it. So, if you are, wanting to try a pot liner, this is a good brand in my opinion. So, I think you'll like it. Okay, so next product is one left. Okay, so the next product is Elf No Bud Shadow Stick, and this is in rose gold. Okay, so I've tried several shadow sticks, and I'm going to show you them because I do put product up against product. So let me take off if I can. Incredible is waterproof, but it is coming off with alcohol, so that's good. Okay, let me take off the other two. Boy, Morphe does not want to come off at all. Morphe's still there. The other two came off. Okay, so I want to show you this because I want you to see what kind of stick this is. You'll have to excuse the Morphe still there. Okay. So I have Elf, not Elf, excuse me, Wet and Wild, and I have have Wet n Wild and I have Nyx. These are both shadow sticks, okay? Alright, so I'm going to line these and I want you to see the difference here. So I'm going to line, this is Wet n Wild Color Icon Multi-Stick, and this is in Burning Bridges. Okay, this is what this looks like. I'm going to show you, and this does scroll. This is the shadow stick, okay? Alright, so I'm going to, I'll put this right around the area there. Alright, so that is Burning Bridges. Okay, this is Elf. Not Elf. Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild. Okay. Then Nyx. And seriously, look at Nyx. Oh my goodness. And this doesn't scroll. This, I guess, you have to sharpen. Okay. So, this is Jumbo Eye. And it is Rust and Rust. Okay. And look at that color. Beautiful. I mean, really beautiful. Okay. That's what that looks like. Look how beautiful that color is. And I mean, excuse me, beautiful. Look at that. Okay. Now I'm going to put Elf in rose gold. Okay. This is the color. Okay. And this color is just, I mean, hello. It is beautiful, beautiful, and I mean beautiful. Okay. This is Elf. See that right there? Rose gold, and then Nyx, and then Wet n Wild. Okay. Alright, now Wet n Wild, it takes a little bit to set, and then it says that it's no budge and waterproof. So, it is a beautiful stick, and there's several colors, which I did a review on this, and I will post the review in the description box, but I want you to see the difference in these sticks. So, okay, oh, it's still, okay, so I did, it's going to have to set up a little bit more. Okay, so this is, Elf. This is Elf right there. That's Elf. And this is Nyx. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so still has to set up a little bit. I've been using it just as regular shadow, and it is just absolutely beautiful. And once it's set, it does not budge at all. Okay, so this is what it looks like again. Right there, that is Elf, rose gold. The one right above that is Nyx, and then Elf. Not Elf, Wet n Wild. Okay, so I'm going to get another wipe so I can wipe this off on my fingers. And, okay, I apologize for the noise. Now, let me go ahead and get this off my fingers so I can run my fingers over the product. Okay, so Okay, so again, this is Wet n Wild, okay, and Burning Bridges. Okay. This is Nyx, okay, and Rust. Okay. All right. And then I'm going over it again. Okay, it's still setting. All right. I'm laughing. These do not, these are supposed to set to a powdery finish, you know, but they don't. And this, the elf really works. It really does. It just, yeah, it has to set first. But I didn't just swatch or, you know, do once. I went over and over it with the pen, so that's why. Okay. Okay. So I think we're there. Okay. I want to show you once it sets. But you have to wait for it to set, so if you run your finger over it before it is completely set, it will come up. So, okay. All right. This here, this is Elf, okay? And this is rose gold, so yeah, nothing. See that? Run it over again. It's set. There you go. It doesn't budge. And it won't budge. Not until I remove it with a wipe. There you go. Let me go across the top. Yep. There you go. Now I'm going to do the same thing again with Elf and not Elf, Wet n Wild and Nyx. Okay, so Nyx, this is Nyx. Here, this is Nyx. There you go. Okay, and then Elf, not Elf, Wet n Wild. Okay, so here we go. This is Wet n Wild. Okay, this is Wet n Wild Burning Bridges. There we go. Elf really does work. It really does set, and once it sets, it does not budge. I'm going to apply it one more time, okay? And look, oh, there's shimmer. There's a lot of shimmer in Elf as well. This particular color is rose gold, and I mean, it is just so beautiful. You can see the shimmer in the product. I just really like it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swatch on my finger this time so you can get a really, really good look. Okay. Now, I'm not going to swatch the others because of time, but okay. And I will be running my finger across there to show you it's set. And it's not going to budge. And taking out the other two. I mean, they just come right off. Boy, that Morphe. It did come off somewhat, but it's still hanging in there. And this is an alcohol wipe, so. Okay, now I'm going to take off the Elf. It's coming off, but it's, I mean, I'm still having to scrub somewhat to remove it. Okay, so I'm going to As soon as this sets, I'm going to run my finger across that and show you how it sets. So I think that these retail $5. I think that e.l.f. did an excellent job with these shadow sticks. I really do. And I don't know what they did different from e.l.f. and NYX. I really don't. But in my opinion, they could learn, because price point wise, Wet n Wild. Now, I don't know about NYX. Actually, NYX, it was a couple of dollars for this. And it's a beautiful shadow stick. It's just unfortunate that it doesn't set like it's supposed to. So, I don't like that. And then it does transfer. It just didn't set. It didn't set. Wet n Wild's didn't set ever. It should set. That's what it said, and it doesn't. It says here, usually they have directions of application. Actually, it doesn't even have that on here. I'm not finding that. Just the ingredients. But it's supposed to, you apply it and then it sets. And that's what Wet n Wild's, that's what it said on theirs was, you put it on and then it sets to a powdery finish. It didn't ever do that for me. This doesn't set to a powdery finish, but it does set. And when it's set, it stays. When it is set, it stays and it doesn't go anywhere. Okay. This is still a little bit, just a teensy bit, but this is what it looks like. It does not budge. So, I can say with all certainty that e.l.f. has a good product here. And I'm getting more of it. This is upon removal with the wipe. So, there's several colors, purples, blues, pinks, all different colors in there. So I will link the review in the description box, and also the other videos on swatches of the Wet n Wild palette and LA Colors palette. So I think that wraps up the hit products, the products that work video. And I posted the misses and fails a couple of days ago, and I will also put that link in the description box so you can check that out. So I think that is all for this video. So everyone, have a great evening. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I'm sure I'll see you before Christmas. I know I will, but if I don't, have a very Merry Christmas for those who celebrate. And thank you for subbing. And lurkers, you want to sub. And incoming subs, welcome. All right, everyone. Have a great evening. And I will see you in my next video.